Welcome back to No Man's Sky, everybody. ElanPaul here with your abandoned run. We're doing the extreme difficulty abandoned run to find we're doing no startership challenge, of course, and you know, with those certain rules that you see down below. So we're going to get this started again today. I'm starting on this screen so you can see our total playtime. I know it said I was going to show it at the end. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start showing it at the beginning of each episode. So we're about an hour and 54 minutes into the run. Even though the episodes are a little longer than that, obviously, because in-game time could be different from the from the rest of it. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Let me go ahead and get that running along. There we go. So we're going to pick up right where we left off. Matter of fact, I'm not even sure where we left off. Could be near a settlement or a cave or something like that, or something along those lines. I think it was near a building, if I remember correctly. So as we pick up from here, we're going to continue to search for that elusive Starship, and I think we're going to be heading towards the portal. Even though it's 8 hours away, it's still the direction we want to head in, because that will get us off the planet in less than 10 hours, right? So that's what we're hoping for here. I'm running away from my Exocraft. Yep, there it is. Hi there. Okay, and as you know, we're protected in this Exocraft now, so we don't have anything to worry about as far as that's concerned. So let me just get over here while my protection builds up a little bit. Yeah, that's right. Really? There's literally nothing there. That's weird. Localized anomaly, and the anomaly is literally not there. That is funny. Okay, well, Sentinels are active because it's been a while since I played, even though I think we found that one hive and we shut them off for a little bit. But that's okay. There we go. Alright, so we are headed towards... Where is it here? There, towards the portal. So we're kind of going in the direction where our starship was located, but we want to head towards the portal. So that's all we're worried about right now. There's that localized storm. So we're not really heading towards our ship. And it says a base, too. Pretty sure I thought we picked up that base, but it is what it is. Might do is I might head over to that base and pick it up, because we're only allowed to have one base on the planet. That's my own self-imposed rule. So we get up to the top of this rise over here, we'll look for any buildings that might be nearby, because unknown buildings could be a ship. That's the one problem about doing these runs when you are in an Exocraft, is that you go a little further than you think. And sometimes you can miss out on some of those buildings, which some of those buildings could be starships, So, just saying. So we got to be a little careful here. And we're going to look for some buried cache as well, because basically we want to be able to... Yeah. I'm trying to think. I don't remember actually placing the base down and not picking it back up. Really, really weird. I might have... Yes, I did that by accident. Alright, so the portal's that direction. We do have a buried cache over here, one to the left. I'm going to go to this one over here, because we're looking for upgrades. Upgrades for us, for the potential ship we'll be getting. As you know, in the last abandoned run, I picked up picked up quite a few items as far as, upgrades for ship that I never actually found. So, that gives you an idea of how quickly we get to these things, too. Look at that. How are we doing on oxygen? O2's at 159. Let's pick up the oxygen. Yeah, we just got a multi-tool expansion slot, it looks like. That's interesting. We'll get rid of the navigation data. We don't need it. Okay, for this, I'm going to throw it into the Exocraft. Let's put some of the other stuff away. This is for hazard protection. This is life support. Okay, good. Alright, moving on. Take another look. We've got damaged machinery right in front of me. I'll go ahead and grab that too while I'm at it. It's amazing. We went 300 units in a matter of a few seconds, so... It's amazing how quickly we can go back and forth with this stuff. For launch fuel, okay. And on we go. What we ought to do is make sure we just count to 10, jump out of the ship, take a look around, count to 10. Oh, that's right, I can't go through those. Can't go through those trees. They're a little bit too thick for me to go through. Just take another look around every now and then. Looks like we've got cargo drop. Buried cache right over there. We'll probably hit that. Another cargo drop. Okay. And we're going to be listening to her voice quite often, because every time I get out of my ship for more than a few seconds. Yeah, that'll be a problem. But is what it is. Whoa. Okay, yeah, that happens once in a while. A little bit of a graphical glitch there. Alright. Taking a look. Alright, we've got damaged machinery in front of me at 90 and at 200. We'll hit the one at 90. Okay. That's the cargo drop. There we go. More nanites. We'll grab this anyway. As it's out. Might as well take it. And it can, if you drive your Exocraft past it, it will break the damaged machinery, so you got to be careful. Okay. How are we doing on ferrite? We're doing really good there. I was just about to say we're about to get a warning. Alright, we got nothing in range. Let's go ahead and jump in. And that localized storm is going to continue to follow us. So we'll have to be a little careful here. Go over here, and we're going to check again. That should be good. And we're going to have to gather up some carbon along the way at some point. Buried cache at 224. Nothing directly in front of us. Okay. The only way I can literally figure out a way to get rid of that voice from telling us that their hazard protection is dropping is to turn off our HUD. Chromatic metal. That's a good thing. Put these in our Starship real quick. Our Exocraft. Okay, portal is right there. Cargo drop. Yeah, got nothing over here that we really need. Let's head that direction. Here we go. So we're looking for a few things. We also would like to have a glyph. So one grave would be very, very handy. We should see a grave up to nearly 1,000 units away. Usually about 850, I think, is the limit. Unless they've changed it or fixed it. I've been told it could be a lot shorter, or should be a lot shorter. So I don't know anything about that. But a glyph would be nice. Damaged machinery. I don't see anything else in this direction. Okay, let's just go on. Uh-oh, it will. Turn me on my side. There we go. Short bursts work really well with this thing. So, let's see here. Buried cache. Good, 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 good. Cargo, health, some plants. I don't see any buildings anywhere. Okay. Let's see. Some upgrades would be nice. Cadmium in this case. That's actually pretty good. We'll put that away for now. And actually, one thing we forgot to do is we forgot to take a look. Cargo drop, broken machinery, relics. We have an unknown building to our east. What direction would that be? That would be our north? Our north, okay. Alright, let's hit the building and see what we got. Because again, that would be a good thing. Hopefully. Well, I wonder if we can get up this hill. I'm curious. Let's check it out. Don't want to jump. We're going to keep using our rockets. I'm not going to use them completely. Nice. Made it. Alright, let's fuel up. Let's see. I'm going to use the condensed carbon. Okay. The building should be on the other side. But before we get there, let's take a look, shall we? Because we have an opportunity to take a peek at everything. Looks like it is debris. Okay, well that's okay. Debris is okay. Because we still can get an upgrade or something like that, or even just some nanites from it. But this gives us an opportunity to take a look around. See if there's anything else out there. We are literally so high up, though, that even the range of our scanner can only see so far. Okay, down we go. Nice. 220 just about. Pretty good. I was curious at how fast we would get going. That was pretty good. Alright, let's check it out. Yeah, you got some nanites out of it. As I expected. No big deal. We're not going to worry about the buried cache. Okay. I'm tempted. Let me go ahead and grab these. Yep, like I said, it just wants to follow us now. It's localized toxic anomalies. Alright, so our portal is that way. So we're going to continue to head in this direction. I don't see much going on, so let's go. Okay, so we found one building, but it was debris, so no big deal. And it looks like we got daytime is upon us. That's good. Broken machinery directly ahead of us. Looks like we got some condensed carbon in the distance that we'll grab. Any more nanites? Let's take a look. Alright, got another building right there. As expected, we're kind of going to run into this on occasion. I'm going to grab that buried cache over there. Got another one to my right, so let me grab that one too. Right here. Okay, good. Ooh, well, isn't that special? I'm going to get rid of the ammunition right now. We don't need it. We got Exocraft upgrade. So let's go ahead and put it in here. This is going to go over here. What is it giving us? Oh, okay, good. That's a nice, nice boost. There's another one right here. Right here? Maybe a little further. Okay. Right there. All right. More nanites. We're up to 1,300. That's very nice. Now we get to head to our building and see what we got over there. Yeah. You investigate, you drones. Looks like a relic. I'm gonna grab these real quick because it is condensed carbon. I'm using it for fuel right now. There we go. Okay, so relics aren't going to help us any, but we're just going to get the, we've arrived type thing. There we go. Let's take another look from here and see what we got around us. Let's see. I don't see any other buildings yet. Buried cache right there. That's in the direction we are sort of heading. That's even closer. Yep, that is in the direction we're heading, so I'm going to hit that one. There is one, like I said, right there at 167, so let's grab that buried cache as well. Right here. Should show up on our radar in just a moment. Okay, got some gold. Alright. Got that on the old Pilgrim. I guess we broke a rock. That. Supposed to be on my mining beam. That was bad. There we go. That's good. Okay, take another look. Whenever you have an opportunity, look around because you never... Got another buried cache right there. We're going to be doing a lot of that, like I said. So most of these runs that you're going to see, most of these recordings are going to be picking stuff up like that. Almost put me in a tree. Alright, what do we get? More nanites. Okay, good. Condensed carbon. There we go. Ship is recharged. Let's go ahead and do our multi-tool too while we're here. Good. Alright. And take a look as usual, because we don't want to miss something. Okay. We need to go that way. So let me take more of a closer look over there. But I'm going to look over here anyway just to make sure we're not missing something. Okay, good. Alright. Hold the ground. Let me grab this oxygen real quick. Good. It's a good amount. Worth. Oof, those trees really are solid, aren't they? Very funny how you just kind of bounce off them. Alright. Let's see, buried cache 213. Don't see anything over there. And nothing over there. Okay. On our way. Always curious as to what you will destroy with your ship. What do we have here? Let me grab this for now. I'm going to put it in my Pilgrim, the metal that's in here, because we can make some decent ferrite dust out of it if we need it. Convergence cubes do come in handy as a building product for some items. You don't run across it too often, so grab it when you can. It's not bad to have one or two on you, if you have the inventory space for it, of course. Alright, so there's our portal. Alright. Don't see much in the way of what we're looking for, so let's just keep going. Did I grab that? I don't think I did. I did not grab the buried cache. I forgot about it. Son of a gun. Emerald. Nice. Also a very handy item to have. Get rid of that, too. It's the Pilgrim. Chance to reorganize things for just a moment. Okay. So I'm hoping that we're going to find at least one grave marker here someplace. Ah, there's a good spot to stop at. There we go. Just giving a little bit more of that while we're here. We'll stop at this broken machinery. Okay, take a look. Make sure we didn't pass anything behind me. Yeah. Too worried about going back to the ones that were there. Okay, I don't see anything in front of me. Okay, let's go. Again, I'm not scanning the animals. I'm hoping that we'll get a scanner upgrade at some point that will allow us to get some money for those. So, we don't need the nanites just yet. Another look. Building straight in front of us. Fantastic. Anything to our right? That looks like a, yeah, cargo drop type thing.
Toxic protection falling.
Buried cache at 183. I'm going to head towards the building instead. I think that's what I would like to do. Let's head there. Quite a bit there. I'm grabbing it all. If I can. Most of it, anyway. Alright. Got excited for half a moment. I thought it was a ship for just a minute. It is not, but that's okay. We don't really need anything from it. I'm going to grab the broken machinery real quick. It's okay, that's fine. We could go inside, but there's no reason to. Sometimes there's buildings nearby, so always check when you have a moment. Buried cache at 93. That's pretty close by. I'm just going to jet back over there real fast. See? Localized toxicity. Always wants to follow you around. Radiation protection module for my person. Well, that's good. We can use it later on. We don't need it right away. Quick check. We're going to have to go through that mess in a moment. Okay, it dissipated. Alright, let's head back towards the portal. That is right there. There we go. So you see that they're kind of getting wider apart from each other here. Tempted on heading back to that base computer. That's strange. The base computer is right next to the ship. And I know I undid that. I wonder if it repopulates it. I wonder if that's what happened. I bet you it repopulated it when the servers reset after the last update. I think that's what happened. So, very interesting. It says the portal's an hour away by Exocraft. So that's good. Problem is that I have no glyphs yet, so heading towards this broken machinery. I'm going to stop here in just a second. Okay. Okay, that time I just decided to wait. Okay, so we're going to put this in our Pilgrim. Let's see, how we doing? Good there. Exocraft could use a boost. Alright, got a bunch of stuff in here. You know what we should do? I keep forgetting we have our signal booster. Let me take a look around. Because that's what I was talking about in the last episode, and it unfortunately just came back to me now. Alright, got nothing to look at here. So, let's do a signal booster, shall we? Where are you? There you are. Signal booster. We're going to locate a nearby structure. And it seems to be in the direction that we're pointing, so let's see what we come up with. Ah! Is it the tower I hope it is? Transmission tower? Observatory. Okay, observatories I'm not as concerned about. I'd rather have a transmission tower, but we're heading in that direction, so we'll head towards it. Yeah, we'll be there in under a minute, so let's go ahead and do it. Stay away from the big holes in the ground, Paul. Don't feel like falling down any deep holes at the moment. Just real quick, I know the building's there, but I want to take a look around for other buildings real fast. See, that's the reason why, because we have another, this is a shelter. So we know it's there. Not as concerned about that. You'll never find a ship at a shelter. Okay, I don't see anything. I hear a localized storm again. See? Pop out of my ship, the storm pops up. Come on. Whoa. Let's try that again. There we go. It's right over the rise here, so just gotta get down it. Alright, yeah, it is the one I thought it was. So, I'm not as concerned about this. This finds like a ancient relic on another planet, so it's not gonna help us any. But, we have it. And what I'm hoping is if we do it again, we will be able to get a different building. Alright, now. Problem is the surge batteries. We've talked about this. I remember this last time. In order to make a surge battery, I need sodium nitrate, and I need other items too. So fortunately, we do have in our exosuit, we have the ability to make sodium nitrate. So, there, I got another storm coming up. Isn't that funny? Let's get in there. There. There you go. So now it can't hurt me while I'm in there. Alright. Let's put 60 in. And that'll give us 30 sodium nitrate. So now we can make at least one more battery. Oh, it says magnetized ferrite is needed now. Didn't say that before that I remember, but I must have missed it. Okay, where is my ferrite? Do I have any pure ferrite? I've got 17 magnetized. I have no pure. So I'll put you in. And I'll stop it at around 60. Actually, you know what? Let me put just a couple more in. There we go. And we'll get 100. So that way I can have 50 magnetized ferrite. And then we're going to look for another building. Okay, 90. Come on now. Okay. And it said it needed 3 more, but yeah, that's going to be an uneven number then. Okay, no big deal. Let me just go ahead and drop some in right now, and we'll make the extra surge battery as we're speaking. Okay. Signal booster before the new storm starts up. Local. Ah, crap. But it was a waste. Because it only found this. Even though we're standing literally right next to it, it's going to tell us that we found something, and it's right here. So that kind of stinks, unfortunately. So waste of a surge battery right there. That really burns me up sometimes. Alright, do we have any buildings nearby? We have the shelter back there. Looks like we got an unknown building straight ahead. Let's go ahead and head towards that. Okay, let's head towards that. I like this idea. And we'll be making more components as we go. Looks like it's another relic. That seems to have been a big thing on the last run too, as we found a lot of these relics all over the place. And they really don't help us, to be honest, you know, but they're just another point of, you know, that we found along the way.
Toxic protection falling.
Let's see if it'll find something different other than the signal. Ah, it's going straight ahead this time. What is it going to find? I'm hoping for a transmission tower, because a transmission tower would allow me to find a crashed ship. Ah, I think it just found a crashed ship. Please be a crash ship. Distress beacon is a crash ship, and it's in our direction. That is fabulous. We still don't have our grave at this point, and we're not going to find one by finding a guy in a space station, if you will. Can't seem to get that last piece, but no big deal. I'm going to keep going. So how far away is it? Minute 25 out. Okay. I'm excited. Excited. We have a ship finally. This will be great. Those are sac venoms. We want to stay clear of those. I don't have any idea what's going on with this lighting that we went on. That's weird. Flashy flashies across the screen. Alright, so fortunately, our surge battery paid off. No idea what kind of ship it is. Explorer class. Pardon me, shuttle. Shuttle class, I meant. Alright, shuttle class will work. It's not the ideal thing, but that's okay. Let's grab some stuff. Grab some items, things that we could use. Okay, good. Oh, dihydrogen jelly. Fantastic. I'm going to need one of those. Okay. There should be some more launch fuel. Good. Black box. Okay. I'm going to look for installed tech. We'll get the teleporter thing. Oh, positron module. Very nice for our guns. Alright. I'm going to claim the ship. B class, that's nice. Looks like this is already repaired, so we don't have to fix it. We got some extra shields. Alright, so all we need is a metal plate and a hermetic seal. We already got a metal plate. So let's go ahead and grab it. We're going to claim it. Let's go ahead and get in for now. And we will have to repair the shield. We're not going to mess around with that. We need a hermetic seal. Hermetic seal. There. Nope. Really? We don't have enough condensed carbon? Probably because it's all in our Exocraft? No, probably not. Alright, let's grab... I could have swore we had more condensed carbon than that, but that's okay. Should be enough for now, while we make a little bit more. Alright, so let's repair the thrusters. Okay, so that's done. Now this is a supercharged slot, so we want to kind of get out of there. This requires chromatic metal and 3 wiring looms. We can pick them up at a space station. How much money we got? 1.5? Okay, we're good. Pulse engine would be good there, but you know what? The hyperdrive would be better. We need 3 microprocessors. We're going to have to get those. We do have enough sodium nitrate for our shield. Okay, shield is now repaired. The guns would be a good thing. We need more sodium nitrate for that. 50 pure ferrite. Let's see. Can we repair any of these? We have 10 pugnium, don't we? It's not counting what we have in our inventory of our Exocraft for some reason. We're going to pull everything out of there, but we need 150 paraffinium to get that fixed too. Or else the shield can't be used. We do want to get this fixed too. Alright, let me see. Let me see what we can do here. That's carbon. We need sodium. Sodium. Don't need much. We just need enough to get that fixed up. I think it was 13. I can't remember exactly how much we needed, but we'll find out. I'll get all 18 out of it. We have plenty of condensed, what do you call it, chromatic metal. Alright, let's see. So we can fix part of you. How much do we need? We need 50? 50. Alright. Pure ferrite. No problem having a little extra. Well, this is great. We found a ship. We're only halfway through this episode. We'll just wait until the 65 is done, and then we'll pull it out. There we go. Back to the starships. Now we have guns. So while we have guns, no, let me do something here. Repair anything else? Dioxide, chlorine. I'd like to get another spot open if I can. It's the wiring looms, pugnium and paraffinium, platinum. Don't we have platinum? Check. Oh, we have platinum, but I guess we don't, huh? We have a hyperdrive module. We'll have to use that. We're going to pull everything out of there, too, by the way. Let's put this in the Starship. We don't have a lot of chromatic metal, do we? 48. Let's do the cadmium, I think. Yeah, we'll put cadmium into chromatic metal, right? Go ahead, just use that up. We'll hang on to this in case we need it. Let's get the signal booster. This is going to go over into the Starship. We'll hang on to those. Okay, let's start pulling stuff out of our inventory from the Exocraft, because we're going to have to leave the Exocraft behind. 6 slots left. We have a lot of silver, which we don't really need. I don't think we're going to need surge batteries anymore. Salvage data we'll take. That. This is worth a lot, right? 2 million. Yeah, we'll take that. I think we're out of room. Wow. Okay. Take the copper. Don't we have any room in our exosuit anymore for any of these things, but we do need them. Let's put them in our ship, shall we? There we go. 6 slots. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, that's everything. Alright, so we can uninstall some of these things. I don't know if we're getting any wiring looms out of them, but I'm going to go ahead and uninstall stuff because we're not going to need our Exocraft anymore. We do. Look at all we're getting out of this. Okay. Good deal. This can go in our exosuit. This we have no room for. That we have no room for. That we have no room for. Alright, I'd love to take these with. Let me see what we can get rid of. Alright, so the sodium we have... Do we have any sodium nitrate on us? Very hard to see anything in here. Let's see what we can fix. It's part of it. I'm going to move you down here. So that way they have some kind of connection there. We don't have any chlorine. We need paraffinium, which we can't make. Platinum. Processors. Ooh, I think we can do that. Hold on. Make microprocessors over here. Chromatic metal. Yes, 1, 2, 3. We have plenty to do it. Okay, so now we can fix that in our Starship. There we go. So now our hyperdrive is ready to go. We're going to put it in the boosted slot. It'll give us a range, a higher range. Let's take the upgrade. Where do we put that? That's over here. That's 184 now. So give it an extra 50 light years. Let me see. Let me just check something here real quick. Yeah, better to have the hyperdrive in there. Good. Put you over here. Positron. Okay, we can't use this. We don't have that kind of weapon. Would be nice to be able to develop that weapon. Make it. There it is. Yeah, uranium and wiring looms. Let's just stick to what we've got. I'm going to go ahead and take this out. Install it. That'll give us an extra wiring loom, more cadmium, so that we can make more metal. Okay, good. And that's on its way. Okay, good, good, good. We'll use these wiring looms when we get up to the space station. We should probably just head there at this point, because that will allow us to do some more repairs and get some of this crap going. Alright, good. What's in our multi-tool? Good. Exocraft. Can we move anything over? Okay, we can. Good. I think we can move that over. Copper? No. And what I'm going to do with the copper, I'm probably going to put it into the... yeah, can't use it. I'm probably going to put it into my refiner and turn it into chromatic metal. We've already got 300 copper on us now, so there we go. There we go. How much chromatic metal do we have so far? 106. Okay, good, good. That'll work out great. And we'll be getting this. I don't think we're going to need any more of the silver. Let me go ahead and leave it behind. Rather have a life support gel, to be honest. And what was the other item? Carbon nanotubes. It's a useful item. We have plenty of silicate powder.
Technology recharge.
Let's get rid of it. Okay. Move this over. And if we have room for one more item, if we have something else we can get rid of, like we have extra carbon. What are we doing on condensed carbon? We got 300. We got 6. Ooh, I got an idea. We can turn it into condensed. Okay. So let's do that. Let's take the 66. We'll put it in there. Turn it into condensed. It'll give us more room. Okay. Alright, so we've got everything. When we get over to the Exocraft, we're going to pull the 300 silver out and use that. Okay, good. Good. I think we're good. And let's see what we can get in the space station, shall we? Alright, we are all set. Alright, we got everything we need. Let's head to the space station and get some repairs fixed up. Alright, and we do know where a portal is, so we just need a grave. My best option right now would be to search for a moon. And then we can find what we're looking for. Okay. Off we go. Okay, and while we're waiting, let's check it out. In here, none of these are moons. These are all planets. Looks like somebody's been here before. Yeah, look at that. Somebody's been to the system before. Fascinating. It's a barren planet. Okay, good. Yeah, I'll jump over to another system with our hyperdrive, and we're going to go and look for... where is this thing? Wow, we were pretty far away. And we're going to look for a moon that we can scour and look for a grave on. Possibly more ships. I don't think we're going to need a ton more money. We've got enough on us already, and the stuff we're going to sell is going to make us even more. There we go. Broken, but useful to us. And it's always going to park you here on the left. This first space right here. I don't know why. Kind of an odd place to park. It must be coded, I guess, to look for that spot. And it's the same spot you're going to find on a regular space station by the coding. That's the only thing I can think of. Alright, here we go. Okay, so we're going to find some neat items around here. First of all, let's go to the trade terminal. We'll sell some of this crap we have on us. I'm going to keep the launch fuel, of course. Ion batteries are handy. Let me see what we got. I have 5 dihydrogen jellies. I didn't know that. There's our 3 multi-tool expansion slots. We'll use it on the tool we've got now. Doesn't really seem to be anything I can sell in there. The gold, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of. We can get more from other places. Same thing with the metal plates to free up inventory space. We'll keep the pugnium for now, and we'll get rid of the silver. Where's the rest of our silver? You see the 300 silver in my inventory, right? And a whole bunch of other things. Okay, so we got a glitch in the system here. It's not seeing our entire inventory for some reason. Let me see what happens here. Interesting. All right. What else do we want to sell? I think that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all I'd like to get rid of. Most of this stuff is going to be useful to me. So I'm going to put this in my ship anyway, because it's useful, more useful over there anyway. Weird. So you saw that too, I'm sure. Alright, let's see. There's the salvage data. Bolts and kernels. There we go. Okay, so that gives us the money we need to get anything we want. Let's see. Wiring looms. We can get a bunch of those, but they're very expensive, as you can see. So I'm going to get 3 of them. That should double our inventory on those. Software, iridium, phosphorus, and paraffinium. There we go. Paraffinium is what we need. We're going to need a lot of that. And we'll grab the phosphorus too, because that's a useful item. Alright, let's see if we can do some repairs to our ship now. There we go. So that slot is now open. Okay. Need more paraffinium. Use some platinum. Open this slot up. And that should give us enough room once we get this slot open on we'll get some platinum. That'll be great. Guess I shouldn't have sold my gold, huh? Because I could have opened up this slot too. I didn't realize it was closed off. Alright. Chromatic metal. We need more chromatic metal to open that up. More paraffinium. Thing is that we're going to get more paraffinium here in a moment. Let's get more chromatic metal. Where's the emerald at? That should get us quite a bit, but we need to boost you. It's a 2 to 3 ratio, which is a weird combination, but at least it gives us the 150 we'll need. Well, we'll get 129 out of it. I was hoping to get a better drive out of it, but this will do for now. Okay. Actually, that should go in our Starship. Okay, what can we open up here? Yeah, I'll open that. Oh, wait a minute, before we do, this one's better because it's a supercharged slot. Okay, there we go. It's useless to us unless we can have a slot next to it, so we'll get 3 wiring looms. We need more chromatic metal by about 25. Okay, let's see. Let's get that moving along. Alright, now, by now there should be more paraffinium in here, so we'll grab it while we can. See? Okay, and that should open up one more of these slots. This one would be a good one. There we go. Alright, so we have some more room in here to do some stuff. You notice I'm not really opening up inventory slots because I do need the technology areas to be open. So we're going to open up these 2 next once we have enough chromatic metal to do so. I think we should now. So get this one open. Alright, so that supercharged slot is now handy to us. Let's see. Pulse engine. I'll put the pulse engine down here. That'll give us a little more boost to you. Guns I'm not as concerned about. Just get that out of the way. So this will come in handy. Alright, let's see what we can find in the rest of the station while we wait for other things to happen. So the stations are changed now. We now have the ability to upgrade stuff. For instance, this ship unit is over here, so we can now use this. It's a money thing. I'm not worried about it. Drones deployed. Okay, so we're going to upgrade. We're going to fly at one of the augmentations, which we only have one. Putting one up here is useless because there isn't really anything up here. I'd like to fill in gaps down here, so we're going to put the gap here. While we're here, let's go ahead and grab this. Brings us up to about 50 chromatic metal. Okay, so we also have an exosuit expansion and multi-tool expansion. Let's see it's up in the other area up here, shall we? This is where the portal is. Now, supposedly, there are upgrade stations. Like, for instance, here's an exosuit upgrade station. We'll pay money for the first one, usually. Oh, we get a free one. I'm going to put it over here. It's annoying. Okay. But because we have a couple more, at least one more, we can put it there, we can put it up top. I think I'd rather go up top with it for now. Probably right here. Because that is a supercharged slot. There we go. Okay, so we're good there. Alright. It's supposed to be a multi-tool station. There it is. Okay, we're going to go ahead and install the multi-tool slots. I'd love to save them, but it is what it is. Oh, good. We got a supercharged slot out of it. Let's go ahead and just put it there. It's fine. Okay, so we got 3 more slots, so our multi-tool is in a little bit better shape now. I think that'll be better for me for now. We can always move this in there at some later point. Okay, so we're in good shape. Counterfeit circuits and launch thrusters. How nice. I was told that we're going to find stuff around here. Launch thrusters are over there. What is it giving us? Good. Good, that's handy. We do need to make some warp cells at this point too, so let's see what we can make. There we go. 1, 2. 34%. Okay. I need more warp cells than that, but I can't make any more antimatter. We're out of chromatic metal. That's okay. That's okay. We'll get more later. We're going to have to do some more stuff here very, very soon. Okay. So, not bad. Not bad. All in all, we're in good shape. We can get rid of our counterfeit circuits. They're worth a little bit. They're not really going to be worth it to us anywhere else. It's not like we're going to find a pirate system to sell them in, to be honest. Remember, sentinels are still around, so they will still probe yourself and your ship. Oh, what do you know? It looks like it's showing everything now. Huh. Very, very strange, wasn't that? To say the least. Okay. Alright, we're good. What can we buy? I'd like to get a couple more wiring looms. Let's grab 4. Not really interested in unstable plasma. Let's go for some more paraffinium. I'll grab the phosphorus too. I don't really need a lot of it, but just have a feeling. There. Can the paraffinium be used right now? Is there anything else we can fix? We'll have to get some dioxide too. We've got to go to a coal planet for that. Oh, that's repaired? Oh, good. Alright, so we got another slot available now. Alright, good. Oxygen and oxygen. Okay, good. I don't know if the phosphorus turns into anything. I don't quite recall. Turns into ferrite dust. Oh, interesting. Okay, we're going to hang on to it for now. I'll try to remember that later. Actually, we could use ferrite dust. Let's grab it. That frees up a slot, gives us ferrite dust. We'll go ahead and do that. It's a 1-to-1 ratio at a very slow rate. Very interesting. Okay. I think we've got everything we need. Paraffinium would be a great thing to grab if we have some more in here, which I doubt there's going to be a lot, but that'll be good. Alright, let's get going. We have the ability to jump away from this area. We can always come back to the space station through another space station terminal. So, first thing we'll do is when we get to the next system, we'll check out the space station there and see what we can find. On our way. Very strange. I can't seem to move. I don't know if we got locked up or something. Let me try that again. Hold on. Okay, that was weird. Like, all these systems were popping into existence, like these, and I don't know why. So, very, very odd. We can only go to the yellow stars right now, so we're not going to get any details on them other than the type of system they are. But what we're looking for is like that planet right there. It has 2 moons on it. So, let's go ahead and go to this system here. Check it out. There we go. Right in front of us, too. 2 moons right there. Now, you know we have gamma protection. Looks like somebody's been in this system before. So one of them is cactus. It's got pyrites. That's going to be very handy. We should go to that moon. Is that this one? No, it's not that one. That's Forsaken. That would be a great moon to find ships and graves on. So we're going to probably hit that moon when we have a chance. Let's hit the space station. We're rapidly coming to the end of our episode. So the next episode is going to be looking at that moon, checking it out. That'll be a great place to look for what we want to find. There'll be no storms, because it's a Forsaken moon. It's probably airless. Guessing. I'm doing a lot of guessing here. Okay, we've used all of our upgrades, so we don't have to hit those terminals anymore. Let's hit the trade terminal back here and see what we can get. And there's other things in here. We got to keep an eye open, because you have upgrades that'll be flowing around. Like, we got these navigation datas. We'll go ahead and grab those. That one just gave us a this. I don't really need that. I thought there was other stuff here, but I guess it's down the hallway there. We can't get to it. Okay, no big deal. Okay, that wiring looms here, they're a little more expensive, as you can see. Let's see, Aronium, platinum. Awesome. We need platinum. Let's go ahead and fix that part of our starship here. Here we go. Alright, so we got an extra slot available right there. Excellent. Let's see, anything else? I don't think we can use it anywhere else. We do need dioxide, so we're going to have to check out some planets for it. I need a bunch of copper. We might be able to get all these slots opened up for us. That would be fantastic. Alright, there's no other things in here I can pick from. Let's check out the other side real quick before we end. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Exosuit upgrade unit. Very, very, very nice. I didn't know we'd get that. I knew we were going to get special stuff from these boxes and stuff like that, but I had no idea what it would be entailing. That's great. And we can all go ahead and upgrade our exosuit another slot here. Is that? It gave us 2? Oh, dude, that is awesome. Alright, so we're going to put 1 down below and 1 up above. I'm going to fill in a gap here. Oh, we can do 2. That's right. Alright, so we're going to fill in this one here. And I'm going to put 1 up here. I'm going to move it over here. Excellent. Dude, we're going to be hitting a lot of space stations, man. That's going to be fun. Alright. Back to the ship. Let's get ourselves a save point. We're going to pick right up here. What is it telling us? Oh, yeah, I know. Gotta go. There we go. And that gives us a save point. Okay, guys, and we're going to pick right up here where we left off. This is where we're going to leave off right now. We're going to pick up from this exact same spot in the next episode. So, again, thank you for watching. This was an exciting episode. We got a ship. We're on our way. We're going to go to a Forsaken Moon. I think we're going to find a grave pretty quick. Whatever ships we can find, great. We might get some storage augmentations, or maybe we'll get a ship that's better than the one we've got. That would be fabulous. But we'll see what happens here, guys. Again, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and we will see you again next episode. Take care, everybody.